I'm gonna make a kombucha barbecue duck, and this is sort of my rendition of a Filipino dish, which is called adobo chicken. It's sort of similar. Now, the first thing that we're gonna do is make the marinade. It's very simple, but cut the duck up into quarters, and let's make the marinade. This is everything you'll need for the marinade. That's a bottle of kombucha, and you could use whatever. You know, I bet that pineapple one that they sell in the grocery stores would probably work real good. I've got salt here, but it's Himalayan pink salt. I'm very particular about my salt. Black pepper, soy sauce, brown sugar, minced garlic, and red hot sauce. Now the duck I've quartered, and I made sure that when I was cutting the breast portion that I left most of the breast on that portion. So it's cut up into just, 4 pieces pretty much, and I have it in Tupperware. Now the first thing that you're going to add is the kombucha, and this kombucha is probably going to explode a little bit, which it did. So we're not going to waste it. We're just going to let it pour into the duck, and we're using about a half a bottle, something like that. Now add about a cup of chopped green onion. Now add about 8 fluid ounces of soy, somewhere around there, about a half a bottle. A little bit more. Let's add a little bit more soy. It's about 75% of the bottle. Now I'm going to add about half a bag of brown sugar, which would be about a cup and a half or something, maybe 2 cups. Now about 2 or 3 tablespoons. That's probably about more than that. That's probably about 4 tablespoons of minced garlic. Now we'll add in some hot chili sauce, black pepper, lots of black pepper. Now about a tablespoon of Himalayan pink salt. Now just put the lid on the Tupperware and make sure that it's all mixed up. Now after you have shaken it up in the Tupperware, put it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. This is what the Kombucha Adobo chicken looks like after it's been marinating for 2 days. I marinated it for 2 days. I've done it for 3. I think of it as like cooking sauerbraten. And remember, adobo chicken, this is adobo duck, is generally cooked in a pot on top of the stove or in an oven. So this is barbecue. So the first thing that you want to do is take the chicken that you've been marinating, take it out and put it in another container because you want it to warm up before you throw it on the grill. Make sure it's room temperature. So just take it all, put it in another container. So you're gonna use the marinade for something. Whoops. Notice how filthy my hands are? It's like camping around here. I'll wash them later. Everything's going on the fire, it's not gonna matter. Now take the marinade and put it in a saucepan. And what you wanna do is you wanna put it on the stove or microwave or on the barbecue pit, however you want to do it, but you want to heat it up and you want it to thicken. Remember, there's a lot of brown sugar in it, so don't get it too thick, and as it starts to cool, it's going to thicken up too. But reduce it, and that's what you're going to use as a glaze. So pour that in a saucepan or something and get it reduced. Notice how I have the grill here. There's like a concentration of coals over here. It's higher up, and then this is lower. I have them much lower, and the reason for this is that duck has a lot of fat in it and it's going to flame up. So I also have these rocks in here just to make it like a dead zone of no fire. Sometimes I've just built a fire like next to the walls of the Weber kettle, and this is 20 years old, this Weber kettle. I can't get rid of it. It's got sentimental stuff to it, I should get a new one though. But in newer ones, that they have things that like contain the coals to the side. You could try that, but you want to make sure that there's like an area where there's not a lot of heat. you're going to want to move the duck onto there. Let's put the duck on the grill. Okay, the duck's on the grill. Before I put it on the grill, I used a little cracked pepper. And make sure, and when you put the duck on the grill, make sure it's bone side down first. See what I'm saying? So that the cavity side is cooking first. That'll warm the duck up. See, it's already starting to flame up. We're going to put the lid on it. That's what you have to be careful with duck, is that there's so much fat in it, you know, it'll just flame up on you real quick. Tasty, but, you know, watch it. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take a look, see how it's looking. Yeah, those are looking pretty nice. So now we're going to flip them. Oh, good, and I'll eat that. Okay, so it's only been 15 minutes. Look at the nice golden brown. It looks delicious, right? We're going to put the lid back on it. Keep an eye on it. This dish works great for wood duck, teal, mallard. I've done it with mallard, chicken. It works great with chicken, pork. You know, it's just a grilled version of adobo, and it works out really good, especially with ducks. Ducks that have a tendency to have a wild game taste to them, like those teal. Man, you got to do something with teal. You know, you can't just cook a teal or else they taste like fucking mud. You know, I think this is mallard. I didn't label the thing in my freezer. It's been in there for a long time. Okay, it's been about another 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's flip them again. Yeah, these are looking great. I'm going to eat this. Yeah, those look great. Put the lid back on it. Okay, so now I've started basting it, and I'll do this on both sides. I'll probably leave it on for a little bit longer. Most of the coals on this side have died down. Of course, there's no one here, so I'm not going to plate it. I'm just eating it off the grill. Oh my God. It's delicious. Seriously, very good. Of course, there's nobody here, so I'm just eating it off the grill. The other great thing about this recipe is that when you're marinating the duck, you're tenderizing it and you're sort of cooking it like you do with ceviche. Remember that, like kombucha, it's like vinegar. It's very acidic, so you're essentially cooking it. You're pre-cooking it before you throw it on the grill. So if you have a real tough little duck, man, I've done it with quail though. I've done this with variations of this with all kinds of game birds, and it really works well. So keep that in mind. You can absolutely keep it in the refrigerator longer than 2 days. Like I said, I've done it for 3-4 days and then thrown it on the grill. It works out great. It's very delicious. So this is it. This is pretty much done. This is Kombucha Adobo grilled duck. Very good. It's crispy. It's got a great flavor to it, and it's very easy to make. You can make it ahead of time, put it in the refrigerator, and then throw it on the grill when you're ready to cook. It'd be done 4 or 5 days in advance, actually. The longer you marinate it, the more the taste absorbs into the duck.